Here we have a woman who's trying to be a girlfriend, showing herself in public to other men.
Flash me. Okay.
Wait!
When's the last time you had?
A week ago.
Was it a boyfriend or just a sneaky link?
Boyfriend.
Your current boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an evil world we live in.
Here we have two young women who are talking in such a lackadaisical manner about destroying men in serious relationships and how they treat cheating as nothing much more than a hobby.
Do you feel bad when you did it? Did you feel bad or no? Be honest.
No.
Here we have the young men in this generation and how they identify themselves, the mentality that they're bringing forward to the mainstream. The modern woman, the idea of her. Why are those situations happening, and what is it saying about the men, old, young, and their decision making? We're gonna get into that. Welcome, guys. Again, one of the key elements of society today, right now, is the dynamic of young men dealing with what we call 304s or thoughts, right? The idea of dealing with a thought and the energy that it takes to deal with this type of energy, this type of person, this type of overall character, it really destroys a man's mentality. And you can see it all across the board through multiple different facets of life, right? But one of the crazy things today that we realize is that a lot of men are falling victim to the succubus and or the Jezebel spirit, and the reasons why is because they cannot ascertain the differences between two different type of women, because they think they're totally alternate, when in reality these women are the same in mentality. For instance, you have some, to make this make more sense for my guys, you have some women who are more quiet, more shy, more just less energy, rambunctious and all that, right? It's less, but in the act itself they still hold the core value of the succubus and the Jezebel. It's the equivalent to a serial, a mass deleter. You know what I'm talking about? A mass deleter. You may have one that's more rambunctious, more outspoken, more loud, more extroverted, but then you also have your quiet, silent type of mass deleter. Okay? But both of them are deleters. So you don't go and go, well, this one isn't that, when they're both the same. They're one and the same. And in this video, we're going to really tackle just the concept. Like I said, in these talking videos, we'll talk about the concept, show a couple of clips and ideas that formulate this mentality overall. Why deal with this type of energy by and large? What makes it attractive? And why are men so bent on giving all their life energy, as in money, time, whatever energy you have to give, whatever you have to give, you're offering it up at the altar of this succubus and this Jezebel? Why? These are things we want to talk about, and these are the things that I want to talk about, and we talk about concepts like this quite often, right? And one of the very few things that I think we need to discuss, number one, is her attraction. The attractiveness of the Jezebel, what makes her so unique, what makes her so it's the mentality that she brings that makes you think that you're in power, because most likely she's going to offer what? Her body to you. So her body is easily accessible but her mind and everything else is safeguarded because she has an ultimate goal. And that goal is to get whatever she wants out of you through that avenue. Through her body, she's going to use it and she's going to do what she needs to do so she can take advantage of you, right? But then you got to ask yourself, what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to go about defending yourself from such a woman, from such an entity mentally? How are you gonna stop that? You have to be able to ascertain and be able to differentiate between a woman who actually is really good and a woman who is mentally not there for you. And they come in different sizes and shades in this category. It's very difficult for men to understand who's who. One of the things that I think a lot of men need to focus on is it possible? Is it possible for you to be able to determine what woman is what? Now, one of the biggest things that are affecting us today is the discernment aspect. When it comes to discernment, what does that mean? Well, in simple terms, it means basically, are you able to understand the implications of certain things that are not physical? Right? The physical and the mental come together, and then you make a judgment based off the two, not just one. In today's society, that's basically all dudes do today. They use their physical attraction to determine whether or not this female holds value short-term and long-term, right? You can have women who are fairly attractive, and dudes will say things like, oh man, because she looks like this or because she can do this in a physical sense, I would marry her, which is completely insane on the standpoint that, again, these things are not just physical. Then you have the other components when it comes to understanding and attracting and being able to comprehend what you're looking at. A lot of men don't understand that aspect of things, so they're getting with women that they should never deal with in the first place, but they're taking these women extremely serious, meaning that they're allowing these women they're trying to build kingdoms figuratively with these women. And you're asking for a crazy outcome when you do such things. When you do those type of things, what the outcome you're looking for is not gonna be good, right? And furthermore, as you get into other types of woman, you're going to understand that discernment, the type of woman you're looking at, and ultimately you as a man being disciplined and having the focus that you need, these things are going to make it so that you can be able to take on the appropriate characteristics that's going to allow you to be out here to make moves, right, in a real way. Because today in society today, dudes is not doing this. The average dude is a imp, okay? And he's going to be out here bouncing round to round, looking for something that will never fulfill him and will ultimately destroy him. Correct? Now, ultimately, as we've discussed and I've shown, your decision making as a man is critical. Discernment falls under that mentality, and discipline. All those things fall under that umbrella of you as a man in today's society. How are you going to initiate certain things, right? And as I've shown, these things are critical. You have to comprehend these type of things if you want to be successful in this day and age today. Dating is extremely important, more than ever today. The basics, the fundamentals are extremely important today. Ultimately though, like I tell my guys, listen man, you gotta stay focused, you gotta do what you gotta do. And these are the things that we talk about. You know, find dudes like myself and others who can help you in this factor, but they have to be based in some type of reality. Can't be based in something that's not real, okay? Closing statements though for my people, man. Listen, I appreciate you if you got to this point in the video. Like I said, I'm about to start coming up with amazing content from my guys like this about a variety of topics. And you can check those topics out at the end of the video. You will see what I'm talking about. I put in a lot of work for my guys who come to my content, because I know most dudes that's on the internet, especially of my complexion, they don't really hold themselves accountable when it comes to giving their viewership quality. Everybody has a mic, everybody's talking about something, but it's not, to me, as you see, I'm bringing a certain level for my guys that I'm coming with. The mentality, all right? I don't want you being out here getting bamboozled or whatnot. But ultimately, man, another video in the books for my guys. Like I said, keep focused, stay focused, do the things you're supposed to do, bro. Like I said, you need to be able, if you're dealing with a young lady, take your time, better. One of my coming videos, man, we're going to talk about men having multiple women, etc. These are topics I think are very important. And what's the correct way to do it if you're going to do it biblically? Biblically. I'm getting tongue twisters, man. If you're going to do it, what's the correct way to do it if you're going to do it from the sense of the Bible, right? And like I said, I like to make my content very real. As you see, I don't like cutting out anything. Everything's one take. I do it. I give it to my guys as we talk and as we discuss a topic. And I edit, the way that I edit, giving you graphics, etc. But ultimately, that's one topic I want to get into for sure in the future as well. And if these things interest you, like they interest me, that's why I made the content. You know what to do, man. Ultimately, though, man, I appreciate you if you came to this video. And I thank you. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Check it out.